Greetings, it is the Hood Prophetess, also known as the Gifted Odon, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another unsolved disappearance, and this is for the disappearance of Sabrina Aisenberg. I'm gonna just go ahead and read from allthat'sinteresting.com about her disappearance. And I'm just gonna say this right now, that this case is going to be a doozy. Excuse my cat in the background peeking at the neighbors. So it seemed like a normal night for the Aisenbergs on November 23rd, 1997. All three children, William, 8 years old, Monica, 4 years old, and Sabrina, 5 months, were put to bed by their parents, Marlene and Stephen Aisenberg. They lived in a 4-bedroom home located in Valrico, Florida, a Hillsborough County neighborhood right outside of Tampa. However, the next morning was anything but normal. Marlene woke her son up before realizing that the garage door was open. This alarmed Marlene, who immediately went to go check on Sabrina in her crib. When she got to her youngest daughter's room, Sabrina was nowhere to be found. According to Tampa Bay Times, Marlene called 911 at 6:42 a.m. on the morning of November 24th, 1997. "I need the police," she told the operator on the other end. "My baby has been kidnapped." I heard the Marlene's 911 call that she made that morning, and she does sound very hysterical. And so you can look it up. It is available to the public. The Hillsborough County Police arrived at the home not long after the call. At the time, it didn't appear to be a break-in. The only thing missing from the home was young Sabrina and her yellow blanket. But when the authorities started searching the home, they thought it was odd that there were fewer photos of Sabrina than there were of the other two children. They also thought that the couple's demeanor was off, and the stories they told didn't always match up. An even bigger alarm for the authorities was the video they saw of Sabrina right before she disappeared. It looked as though the young child had bruises on her face and some of her hair was missing. It didn't take long for the Aisenbergs to realize authorities were zeroing in on them as possible suspects in the disappearance. The couple then hired Barry Cohen, a Tampa criminal defense lawyer, to help them. 2 years after Sabrina Aisenberg's disappearance, the parents were charged, but not for any connection to their daughter's whereabouts. Instead, they were charged with making false statements to authorities. Once the indictment came down in 1999, the prosecution said there were many incriminating remarks made by the Aisenbergs based on the FBI bugging their house and listening on their conversations. I've also heard that too, and I couldn't understand nothing that was being said. Of course I don't have like the software or whatever that people will use to kind of like scrape and turn it up so we can understand the dialogue. There are people who can do that, but what has been released to the public, if that's the same thing that they're bringing into the court, I don't, it doesn't stand. It doesn't make any sense of why they would be charged on that. And I guess that's why they ended up throwing it out, because you can't dissect anything. It's almost like listening to a song backwards and trying to dissect it and say, oh, this is what this person is saying and stuff like that. It's like you kind of can hear what you want to hear. So it was being thrown out. So they said that on the tapes that Marlene was heard telling Stephen that the baby is dead and buried. It was found dead because you did it. The baby's dead no matter what you said. You just did it. And that she was referencing a family pact and promising not to change his story when speaking to the authority. That's what Steve was responding to Marlene. This case has not been solved. The Aisenbergs ended up moving out of Florida in 1999, 2 years after Sabrina's disappearance, because they said that they could not raise their children to respect the police and the authorities in that area, so they just totally left. The Hillsborough Sheriff's officials also say the case remains open and they are still searching for Sabrina. Okay. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. What was home life like for Sabrina in her first 5 months being with her parents, being brought into the Eisenberg home? What was Sabrina's home life like the 5 months that she was at home with her parents and siblings? Okay. I get the 10 of Cups. She had a very happy home. She was a happy baby, a bright baby. So it seems that things were pretty much good with the family. They were very active. It was a lot of happy energy around them. Very upbeat energy. A new baby. Everyone was excited. Everyone was, just, interested in the new baby and just wanting to be around her and surrounding her. So she felt like she was really surrounded by love and her family. She knew who they were, was able to identify them, and she was very happy. She was a very happy baby from her first 5 months. So they were adjusting quite well. She was adjusting quite well to being brought to the earth plane. Okay, being brought to the earth plane. She was very happy to be back on earth. So I'm seeing that, and then we have mommy here. This is her mother. Okay. Her mother was extremely happy to have had her baby. She was living in bliss. I don't really get a strong feeling of postpartum depression or anything like that. The mother was handling it well. The adjustment was well, and she was also on cloud 9 about her daughter being brought into the world. She was very happy to have had another daughter, and she really almost like preferred having daughters. So she was very happy to have another baby girl. And she was so happy that so going back to Sabrina was so happy that she had chose her mother, Marlene, to come through as a vessel. So she was really, she loved her mother. There was very much a strong connection. She was very much still connected to her mother as if she was still in the womb. So, that mother-daughter connection, they were bonding well. I'm not seeing anything negative here regarding their bonding. Okay. Yeah, just happy home, they were just happy. It was happy, very happy there. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything negative, thank goodness. So this is the beginning of the reading. No, we're going to dive more into different aspects, okay? But as for Sabrina, as she perceived, everything was how you would expect it to be, how a normal bringing in of a baby would be, or typical bringing in of a new baby would be into a family. Okay. Okay. All right, so I just wanted to see that energy to see if there was anything negative. There's really not much more for me to ask regarding Sabrina identifying or how she related to the home. Let me see how because she was happy. Happy with her siblings, happy with her father, like just happy, I'm not really getting anything negative. So we can move on from how Sabrina related to them. Let me see if Marlene had any enemies, because that's what's coming up in my mind. Did Marlene have any enemies during her pregnancy? Did Marlene have any enemies during her pregnancy? No. Okay, there was some relationship issues. So the only type of enemy that she would have would be her own husband. At the time, like they had some, it was probably a little rocky or something like that. Probably not having sex, not getting, him not feeling like he has enough attention, things of that nature. But I'm not really getting anyone that's outside of the home, like a neighbor or a coworker or anything like that. I'm pretty much getting that the only type of tension that was around her was from her spouse, and they were just going through some difficulties, but that still does not mean that he did anything. I'm getting that before she got pregnant, they were a little bit rocky. There may have been some type of, cheating allegations or something like that, or she was probably inclined to think that he may have been cheating on her at one point, or have had a past relationship or something like that with another woman or something that she was that she had some sort of inclination about. But I'm just getting that there just may have been some just typical marriage problems. I don't really see anything that's too, like, too crazy that they did not love each other. It seems that they definitely still loved each other and stuff like that, but it was just some growing that they had to do in the relationship, and some adjustments that they were constantly having to make with one another, in order to satisfy the other. So there was a lot of trial and error with them, but I'm not getting that they did not love each other. This is something, she wanted to be here. Marlene wanted to be in the marriage. She definitely wanted to fight for the marriage. She may have been more invested into the marriage, but she definitely wanted the marriage. She was the one who called the shots in the marriage regarding if she was going to stay with this man or not. If she wanted to end the marriage, then it would be on her terms. He would just follow suit. I don't see that he would be the first person to file or anything like that. Like if she wanted to leave the marriage or something like that, then she would do it, but nothing too negative like abuse or anything like that. She could have left if she wanted to. She got pregnant. So yeah, there was some hard stuff that they were going through at the time. Marlene definitely felt that, I think she was the housewife. I don't think that she worked. It could be kind of overwhelming for her to have to handle all of the children on her own, or doing the brunt of the work, most of the work, just taking care of the house duties and stuff like that, really not having time for herself. That did kind of weigh on her. So that is something that I do see. But again, I'm not seeing anything that is not normal. That, I'm not saying that doesn't mean she has postpartum depression. That doesn't mean that the marriage was bad or toxic or anything like that. It's just some things that, if they both wanted to help one another or talk about it and were upfront about it, that they could work it out, or find some type of solution for it. But I'm not getting that it's something that was just so bad and just so wrong that was going on. The environment was overall happy. And at least they did not show the kids that there were any issues or anything like that. Whatever they felt, they talked behind closed doors, and they did not express that outside of the bedroom is what it's like, what I'm getting. Okay, so Well, let me see how Steven felt about a third child. How did Steven feel about having a third child? Damn it. Like I said, it probably wasn't expected. I think that it was some sort of accident. I don't think that she was. I don't think she was planned. Sabrina was planned. So it seems that he really was not. It wasn't the best thing for him. He wasn't like super in love with the idea of bringing in another child, but okay, we're married. That's a part of marriage. Having kids is a part of marriage, and that's just what it is. So I'm just kind of getting that energy. It's like, oh, okay, more bills, more noise, more stuff to do, you know. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting regarding how he felt about it. Also, that does not seem, you know, I don't know. It depends. I don't have any, I don't know how that goes. Let me see. It does seem like towards the end of her marriage, I mean, not the end of her marriage, the end of her pregnancy, he did get more excited about having a baby. Yep, towards the end of her pregnancy, he started to get more excited. So, at first it was kind of like, nah. But, you know, towards the due date and stuff, he became more excited, more enthusiastic, and very happy that, you know, he was bringing another part of himself into the world with his wife. So, yeah, I wanted to clear that up. All right, so now that we have the idea of the home life and the idea of their framework and their mindset and feelings about having Sabrina and stuff like that, we see that I don't think that is them. I'm not getting that it's them or that he wanted to, it's like a Chris Watts situation where he wanted to get rid of the child and you know, anything like that. Now we're going to look, I also asked if she had any enemies. So let me ask about the husband. Did Steven have any enemies? Did Steven have any enemies that would want to harm his children or take his kids or anything like that? Did Steven have any enemies? Yes. Steven definitely had enemies. I'm getting that these enemies are probably some people that he worked with, worked alongside. He definitely had enemies. People who do not care for him or did not really like him. Okay. Hold on. I think that what I'm getting is that he possibly was having some sort of affair while his wife was pregnant or before she got pregnant or something. There's some type of infidelity that I'm getting regarding Steven. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, and then once again, I'm seeing them argue. So I'm seeing there possibly being infidelity and then arguing about that. Like the wife is coming up again as the only tension or enemy, if there was one, would then be them with having beef with each other because of something. I don't, you know, but if he was having an affair, the women that he was having an affair with, woman or women, I'm not sure, they would be the enemy of him. Okay. So was he cheating on Marlene when she was pregnant? Let's pull that out. Was Stephen cheating? Okay, this one wanted to come out. Yes. The judgment. Yes. Yes, he was cheating on her. He was cheating on her with a woman that he possibly worked with. And so that's coming up. Yeah, he has some haters. He had some haters. He had some people around him that did not care for him. But it was mostly, he had people at work that didn't care for him, like friends and stuff that wasn't really, good friends of his or anything like that. But his main enemy that would possibly want to harm him or his family would be someone that he was in a past affair with. It's definitely a woman. He could have been supporting her financially, or that she worked closely with him. So that is what I'm seeing here, regarding him. And then I see the wife again. So let's ask, okay, was this kidnapping premeditated? Was the kidnapping of Sabrina premeditated? Was Sabrina's kidnapping premeditated? No, I'm not getting that it was. I'm getting that it was spontaneous. I'm also getting that it was a woman. So, because this is the nighttime and whatnot. So it shows it happening at night or the wee hours of the morning. Like right before dawn is what I'm getting. But it seemed like this person was just roaming and watching. I don't think that this woman that took this baby, I'm getting really strong that it was a woman. I'm not even realizing what I'm saying right now. I'm getting that this woman walks around, or she walks around. She does like jogs. She walks around, she jogs, she's outside a lot, is what I'm seeing. And she watches everyone. She's very observant. She watches everyone. She gets familiar with their faces. She kind of watches when people are coming home. going to work. She watches people's routines. She's very observant. I'm getting that this was a woman. And I'm getting the same card. I'm getting the same card as the alleged affair shit. But I'm getting that this is a woman who she just kind of roams around, and I don't get that she's homeless. Or she was homeless. I don't get that she was homeless. No, she lives in the neighborhood, or like around, like she's in the community. Like she's in that community. This I'm also getting like reddish hair or auburn hair is coming up. This is a woman who is in the community. Okay. Now, all right. Oh, okay. Here. She may have been like neighborhood, like she's somebody that's she's not hidden. I don't get that she's hidden. I get that people know her or are aware of this woman, or familiar with her face, have seen her. I see that she's like outside a lot, like outside walking, talking to people, stuff like that. I don't get that she's in the house or just in like cooped up. I don't get that it was also premeditated, but she has been watching these people. She has been watching these people, and she's very weird. She's kind of strange. In her personality, she has a lot of quirks. She reminds me of like an infant soul or something. That's just, she kind of makes kind of weird decisions or have like weird like phobias and stuff like that. She's kind of strange. Okay, let me see. Wow, this is very interesting. So show me. I didn't shuffle this deck. Okay, so let me get this. Okay, so show me what happened. Show me that night when they left. They accidentally left their garage door open, unintentionally. Show me what happened. Show me what happened that night, that morning, in the process of Sabrina being kidnapped. Show me that. It was a woman. And I keep getting a 10 of cups. Okay. It was a woman. So I wonder, did Sabrina have a window that people from the outside could look in, you know, and maybe she did not know. It seems like they've been being watched a lot, or people can see them, like see them through their, when they weren't aware that people were seeing them, or they just didn't think anything of it because of their neighborhood or something like that. But it seemed like people could easily see what they were doing in their home, like they weren't that covered. I'm also getting that I see the mother taking Sabrina and putting her to bed. I'm seeing the mother, being in a good mood. Once again, we're getting the Ten of Cups, being in a good mood, and it looks like Sabrina went down before the rest of the kids, or that she was getting all the kids prepped for bed. So it seems that after Sabrina was put to sleep, that she started putting the other children to sleep, getting the household ready to go to bed. I'm seeing a little bit of tidying up and bath water. So yeah, she was getting the other kids primed up for bed, preparing for the next day. She was thinking about the next day, things she had to do, but everything was kind of winding down for her for the day. So she was in charge of getting the kids ready. I don't believe the husband really had much to do with it. He is here at the King of Cups though. So they were both home. They were both at home, like they stated. They were both at home. So yeah, show me more. So after she puts the baby down, after she puts Sabrina down, gets the kids ready for bed, then what happens? Let's say the kids are asleep now. The kids are asleep. Sabrina's in bed. What's going on in the household? Okay. The Justice card. Okay, so I'm getting that. Okay, so when I asked the kids I asked, show me what happens. The kids are now asleep. What happens? Everybody goes to sleep. Nobody stays up. It's not mommy and daddy time, nothing like that. I don't see that they got intimate or nothing like that, or they stayed up and drunk some wine or nothing like that. I don't see that, or spirits, or if they did do some shit like that, it's not relevant. So but I'm not seeing that they stayed up. I'm seeing that everybody went to bed. The house shut down with this Justice card, because it's like regulation. That the house shut down. Okay, so the baby went to, the house is quiet. The house is asleep. Look at this. I want y'all to look at this. Do you see this woman watching? You see this woman watching the home, okay, with an evil look, okay. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, the lights are off, the house is quiet. I am the hood prophetess, bitch. This is crazy. It be taking me some time to like process while I'm reading, because it's be like, fuck. And I be trying to get the information, pull it. This woman was aware. She was in close. I want to know who this woman is. I really want to know. Let me finish asking these questions about the process of the, you know, how Sabrina ended up out of the house, and then I'm gonna ask about this woman. Yeah, this woman is watching the home, and she realizes, you know, shit, you know, the house is down for the count. So show me what happens. She notices that she's watching the house. She notices whatever. She wants to infiltrate. She wants to go in. She wants to go in the house. She sees that the garage door is open. Okay. She sees that the garage door is open. She does what? She does what? She does what? Okay. The magician comes up. So she gets real sinister. The magician comes up. She gets real sinister. She's like, oh, I got a plan. This was spontaneous. It wasn't premeditated. It was spontaneous. It's like she noticed, and it was like, oh, well, you know, it's like it's like somebody who just sees an opening, and she just did it. It was a moment of opportunity. This was not premeditated. This woman is familiar in the community, though. She was familiar with the people. She knows who she knows who that family is. She knows who the baby is. She knows who's the neighbors near her. She knows these people. This woman, this is not even out on the radar as an enemy. I don't even think, because the reason why the reason why she didn't come up as an enemy is because it wasn't premeditated. It's just something that she's doing. It's almost like a compulsion or something. It's just random. It's like she's just sitting out there watching, just watching. I need to ask about this woman. Let me get through this. So let me get through this. Okay. This is also the Empress. So we saw the Empress in the traditional deck, and she's a pregnant woman. In this one, she's holding her stomach and she's not pregnant. Okay. In this one, she's holding her stomach and she's not pregnant. What is that telling you? Okay. I want y'all to see what I'm seeing so y'all can understand. Because someone asked me, could you teach me how to read? I can't teach you this. You just gotta you know what I'm saying? Right? But do you see how she's not pregnant? This is the woman, okay, who possibly wanted a baby, yearning for a child. She's yearning for a child, and the opportunity has not came for her. So she has the bright idea that I can take this child. Let me get this child. Let me have access to this child. She's right here. This is the opportunity. I can take this child and raise it as my own. Okay. All right, let's go. So then somebody got a flat tire. So then she comes up with the idea. Now let's go. I want to see her go in the house. I want to see what happens. Show me what this woman does. Give me details. Show me what this woman does. Okay. She picked okay, so I see her battling herself. to go in. She had to talk herself into going in the house. So at this point, after she made the decision, like, oh, I can do it, when an idea comes into her mind and her heart, she starts to have a battle with herself, with whether or not she's gonna go in and do it. She had to kind of talk herself into doing it, because once again, this is spontaneous. So she has to talk herself into doing it. And then what? So once she does that, now what? So she talks herself into doing it, then what? This is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. She goes for it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Knight of Cups. So she creeps in. With the Knight of Cups, she starts to creep in slowly. And she's happy when she's creeping in. She's kind of may even be smiling while she's walking in. Like, walking in is like very mischievous looking, but it's just so sinister and psycho. The look that I see in my mind. So I see her kind of like creeping in, smiling, or just having like happy, like creepy. Okay. So once she's in the house, what happens? Okay, for some reason they're saying that she sees the husband. So I don't know how their house is facing, how the bedrooms are, or anything like that. But if they were probably in a bed together, she probably and if she walked past the room, she could have seen like the husband first and didn't see Marlene on the other side of him because he was kind of blocking her. Or she just, is really, she looks kind of flat in the bed, or, she couldn't. So I'm seeing her see the husband, or notice the husband. Like, did he fall asleep downstairs? Yeah, I'm seeing her notice the husband here. She sees them in the bed together, but her focus is on the husband, or that's who caught her eye. Maybe I'm getting that the husband started to make noise with breathing, snoring, movement. So it's like she notices his energy. She picks up on him, and kind of focuses in on him, because it's like he may have been alert, or his body was reacting to somebody being in the home, someone foreign and being in his home, and he just subconsciously was moving or making noise or sounding like he was going to wake up, something of that nature. So she sees them in the bed. So then this is the Six of Swords. She sees her in the bed, and then she goes and grabs her, and she leaves hastily. As soon as she gets to the baby's room, which I feel that she may know where her room is at, or that it's just easy to find her room, she just goes in there and gets her, and immediately leaves. She immediately leaves. She does not. It was very quick. After that initial, like, you know, kind of fear subsided with the husband making noises and shit like that, she gets to Sabrina's room, and then she picks her up and she's out. Yeah, she's out. So we got that. So I want to know who this woman is. Let's kind of look into that so I can see who she is. Who is this woman? Like, yeah, tell me who she was in the community. Like, who was this woman to Marlene and Steven? Yeah, like I said, the athlete is here. She, I think she used to like work out and had to go past their house or something like that. I see her being familiar with them because she was in their neighborhood a lot, or she had to come across them a lot. So this woman is very attractive. She's beautiful. Actually, you may not even suspect this woman at all. She's a very beautiful woman, and yeah, with her being a mediator, she may have been a neighbor. I'm just getting like a neighbor or something. And I'm getting that this woman was kind of young. I don't get that this woman was like in her 40s or any of that. She may have been in her early 20s or late 20s. I'm really not getting that she's like over 35 when she did this. But there is some sort of odd behavior with her, like very just kind of just odd. Like, I don't know, like she may have, it may be some, like nowadays we make categorize her in like with a disorder like autism or something like that, or you know, something of that nature. But she's like, she seemed like she on the spectrum or something. Like, she's very odd. She's weird, and the way she processes things is very weird, and she can be childlike in nature, and she's just strange, but she's very athletic and up, like she has a lot of energy. She's active and stuff like that, but it's like she can't sit down, and she's always going about. She's quite nosy, investigative, nosy, but friendly. And she's kind of strange. She's just odd. Like, when talking, it's like people don't pay her too much mind because they can see that she's a little quirky. But she's interesting. So, she's younger though. I don't get that she was like an older woman when she did this. She's younger. She was younger. I don't get that she was over 35. Honestly. So let me pull from this deck. Let me see what else I can get. Tell me more about Sabrina's case. Tell me more about Sabrina's case and what happened to her. Argument or fight is a strong factor. Okay. Ooh, drugs may be an important factor in this case. Killer is a predator that tracks a specific type of victim. A closer observation, and you're just seeing the home here. I'm seeing the person, okay, and once again, you're seeing this person watching the home. So, it's very interesting that they're pulling about drugs, because they were saying that in the audio tapes when they had bugged the Aisenberg's home, then they were talking about that Steven was on cocaine or something like that, that he was on cocaine and that he killed the baby and stuff like that because he was on cocaine. And like I said, I don't, it seemed like they were arguing behind closed doors. I don't get that it's the father. I do believe that there may be an issue with information or a conflict of information because he was under the influence at the time. So he may have been high that night, going to sleep. He may have been under the influence. That's pretty much what I'm getting with that. But I'm getting still that this person is outside of the home and that they watched these people in their home, and they were around the neighborhood. This is the living environment. They were around the neighborhood. They were watching these people. I'm still getting that very strongly. So I do believe that they probably were not too focused on, after Sabrina went to sleep, on anything, and they may have been kind of not having a good day that day, Stephen and Marlene, when, you know, everything was settling down and stuff like that with the kids. They probably had an attitude with each other and they were not on one accord, and that's how they probably forgot that the garage door was open. But I'm still not getting that it was somebody in the home. It seems that he may have been under the influence, and that's why his information is conflicting with hers, because she was sober and she knows what she did and stuff like that, and it's, yeah, but he has a hard time remembering or really understanding and putting stuff together because he was under the influence. That's strongly what I'm getting. Yeah, but this is somebody who watched him. So that's what they're telling me regarding that. So let's look at this. There's clearly a woman who took her and stuff, and I want to see, and she had issues with not having a child, or either wanted another baby or not having a child. So let's look at this woman. Why did she do this? Tell me more about why she did this. Why this woman took Sabrina. Why did this woman take Sabrina? She just had an entrance. I don't know. She just had an entrance. Whatever. The baby is cute. It's a girl. It's a girl. The baby is cute. I want it. I'm not really, you know, I'm not really getting anything that's like, it's what a cute little girl. It's like, I want it. I want it. I want this little girl. That's it. That's it. She wanted. Does this woman, did she already have kids? She may have had a family. Or wanted a family. Let me see. Does this woman have kids already? She wanted a family. I think that I'm hearing like a child passed away. Like they're saying that a child passed away, or that she started a family and then something happened suddenly. But it's something took place that made her like, she was already kind of strange, but she became like worse after this event, or you know, tragedy happened. So I don't know if she had like a stillborn, or like a miscarriage while the baby was more further along, probably over the 3-month mark or something like that. But she had some type of event that happened to her when it came to having a baby. So yeah, it's like she started it but could not keep the family or something like that. Something was going on with her not being able to have the family. Is Sabrina still alive? Is Sabrina still alive? Is Sabrina Aisenberg still alive? Yeah. She's a young woman. Yes. She is still alive. She's smart too. She's smart. She likes to read. She's very interesting. Even a little artistic. I see her like painting or drawing or something. So yeah, she's. I'm getting that I feel very confident in saying that she is alive. What is she doing now? What is Sabrina doing? What is Sabrina doing now? She's living her life. She's living her life. She is young. She's still kind of young. Like she's still kind of young. So I just see her living her life. I think that she has another sibling now or something. And she's just living her life. I don't see anything negative here. She's living a regular life. This is, how do people do that? How is she living her life? Yeah, she's in this position. She's living with this woman. She's stuck. Like she's alive though. She's living with this woman. And does Sabrina know that she's kidnapped, or not, that this lady is not her mother? No. She would get really upset if someone doubted her or questioned her or something like that. She would get upset. Let me get another card. No, she does not know that that woman is not her mother. She's not aware that she's missing and kidnapped. that she's been kidnapped, taken from her mother and father. She's not aware. Will she ever find out in the future? Will she find out that she's missing, that she is Sabrina Aisenberg? Yeah. As she gains more experience in the world and she, acclimates and grows and evolves as a woman and moves higher in society and the media, stuff like that, she will start to question some things and she will realize some things about herself that is different than the usual. So she is going to start to question some things. I think she's a little too young right now. I wouldn't say she's naive, just unaware. It's just not something that's crossing her mind. But as time passes on, she is going to start to figure out that something is odd and different about her situation. I'm getting that when she does meet a particular partner, that when she starts to want to have kids, or she's meeting a particular person, a partner or something like that, she is going to start to question things even more. Yeah, when she meets this guy is going to make her start to question things about herself. He's going to be like, when she starts like really dating and getting serious with someone, she's going to start questioning her upbringing, photos, things about herself, health, her father. I'm also getting like a father figure. So was this woman raised with a father figure? Has Sabrina been raised with a father figure with this woman? No, I think this woman dates. She dates men and stuff like that. So possibly single, not married, single. And he's gonna be asking her questions about like her father and stuff like that. So she may have some belief that she looks like her father, or that the reason why she's different and stuff like that is because of her father, and that she doesn't know who he is. So if she doesn't look like this woman, her reasoning behind that is, oh, but that's because I look like my father's side and I don't know who they are, that kind of thing. That's why I don't really resemble my mom, because my father's genes are so strong and shit like that. So, but she's not aware. She's not aware that she is Sabrina Aisenberg, but she is gonna figure some stuff out, and she's gonna start questioning some things. It's gonna put an end to some stuff. It might get solved. Let's see. Will this case get solved? Sabrina Aisenberg, will it get solved? Strange phenomena involved. So it's going to be some type of strange. She's going to start questioning the sincerity of her upbringing. Like, what's really going on? It's going to be something like, something is going to trigger it. Okay. It's going to be very weird and on accident, the way she finds out that she's missing. Yeah. So pretty much, I think that's pretty much it. That's just kind of reiterating shit that I've already said. So it seems that Sabrina Aisenberg is alive, and that she's doing well, and that once she kind of gets serious about this man, or if this man ask her to marry him or something, something about them cementing their relationship, being more concrete. It's like he's going to want her to want to find out more about herself, like want to get DNA tests done, want to figure out her blood lineage, stuff like that. He's going to want to do that. And that's how she's going to find out. So let me ask this. After she finds out, is she going to come forward and say that she's missing? Is she going to come forward? Once she finds out that she is Sabrina, is she going to come forward? Hold on. I think so. Yeah. It looks like she will come forward. She will come forward and it will be a reveal that, hey, I am. And then the hermit here is like, oh, I found out about myself. Here I am. Some things, shit that was in the dark is going to come to light. And she's going to be like, I am that missing girl. I am the missing baby. So that's crazy. It's horrible. It's crazy. You took someone's child, raised them as your own. You're fucking psycho, you know, fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck? So it was a woman that kidnapped her. I'm not getting that she was sold or nothing like that. Nothing of that. It's some type of, it just was spontaneous. And I want to know if she still, hold on, one more question. Is she still, does she live, is she, well, they moved. The parents had moved. Okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll not ask that. Whatever. Let me ask. Is she in close proximity to her parents? Her birth parents? Is Sabrina in close proximity to her birth parents? No. No. But I get that her mom feels her. Her mom believes that Sabrina is alive. Her mom strongly feels that that her baby girl is still alive. She strongly has, they have a very strong connection, and spiritually, like, their spiritual cord is extremely strong, and she does believe, like, on a spiritual level, that her daughter is still alive. So no, she's not in, they're not in close proximity to each other, but they feel one another, especially the mother. The mother feels her baby. She knows that her daughter is alive. So that's what they're showing me here. Okay. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. And if you have seen someone who looks like that girl, you know, call the authorities. I'm going to leave this here, and thank you guys for tuning in. I am the Hood Prophetess.